New PlayStation 5 bundle with 24 months of PlayStation Plus is coming. New images have surfaced online of a new PlayStation 5 bundle that contains 24 months of PlayStation Plus. This is at least something. This is one of those things about the console market that I absolutely hate. I find it disgusting that you buy into a console platform and you have to pay to play online. I find it absolutely ridiculous that that's a thing. I feel like it should be totally separate. It's a business thing. I get it, but dude, this is one of the areas in where I tell people, all the time that like PC is head and shoulders above console. There, for me, you know what I mean. And this is one of those specific areas that I list out whenever I talk about this kind of thing. You don't have to, in most cases, you don't have to worry about paying an additional fee or whatever subscription to play PC games online. It's just part of what you get. Yeah, exactly, Ferret. Yeah. And whereas console, it didn't used to be that way traditionally, but they've moved into this like making people feel like this is the norm, right? They've gotten people to become part of their platform. People want to continue to be part of there, and they've made people feel like it's the norm. It shouldn't be. Most people already have to pay a utility just for connectivity to have the internet. And then these console players, the console developers are also making people pay another subscription on top of that just to have the online capability of playing multiplayer on their platform. When ultimately the way I feel is that if you're buying into their platform, you should have that capability. If you want their subscription service, obviously that should be something you pay for, right? If you want Game Pass, or if you want, like PS Plus or whatever, you should have to pay for that subscription service at whatever tier you want it, right? But to inherently just have the capability to play with others online, it's asinine that they make you have the subscription service. I think it's gross. And it's one of those areas, one of the specific areas that I feel like PC is head and shoulders above console anymore. I talk about it all the time. I'll leave it at that, but it's really disgusting to me. And at least PlayStation is doing something now to give people 2 years of buying into it. But does it cost more? New images have surfaced online of a new PS5 bundle containing 24 months of PlayStation Plus. Insider Gaming understands that Sony is planning to launch a new PS5 later this year that sports a detachable disc drive. Although not yet confirmed, it's possible the new bundle could be as a means to sell existing PS5 stock before the next console is released. We're halfway through this life cycle, guys. Basically, November hits. That's 3 years into the life cycle of these PS5, Xbox Series X and S, right? That means we're roughly halfway through the life cycle of this gen of console. It's usually 6 to 7 years life cycle, right? It's unclear on when the new PS5 will be announced, but Jim Ryan recently said at the PlayStation Showcase that more details will be revealed soon on its Project Q handheld. This is a remote access device. It's not a true handheld. This is also kind of gross. I don't know what Sony's thinking here, but Project Q handheld, this is a remote access device. This is not a handheld device. It's not a true traditional handheld gaming device. It is a remote access. It's a controller with a screen on it that allows you remote access to play your PS5 in a different room. This is technology that's over a decade old, but they're trying to make it seem new and modern so that people will pay more for it, is basically what this is. It's pretty gross. Way back, Xbox was the worst. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that, Ferret. Yeah. I mean, I keep like, can they get the Project Q in Australia though? I hope not. Then nobody should be paying for this, in my opinion. Look, um, this is the equivalent of Steam Link, right? But on a controller that has a screen on it, is what this is. If you guys don't know what Steam Link is, it's literally for PC, for Steam's platform on PC. Steam Link is an app nowadays. It used to be hardware. So it used to be a little bitty hardware box that you could go put into another room on a TV or another monitor or whatever, and you could remotely play your PC, your Steam platform on your PC in one room, in another room. That's exactly what this is. Nowadays, it's so advanced that Steam actually has it set up on an application. You download the app on your TV, you start up Steam in one room, you go plug in a controller on your TV and you play Steam. It just uses the hardware off your PC in whatever room you're in, right? Basically, that's what Sony's trying to do with this is come up with some piece of hardware that seems really advanced. It's really not. It's running off of a piece of technology that is over a decade old. It's insane. Instead of coming out with a true handheld like people should actually have for the PS5, or even if they wanted to do remote access, give people an app or give people some kind of small form factor device that because they're trying to roll out cloud gaming and everything too, right? Give them a small form factor piece of hardware like the old Steam Link was. I don't even think they should sell it, dog. That's what's gross. You don't even have. I mean, Steam doesn't sell the app. This is what I'm talking about. This is what's so disgusting, dude. Is like these are the kinds of quality of life things that you should have as a gamer for the platforms you buy into. If you buy a PS5 at that price point, this technology is old. Remote access. So you have your PS5 in your living room. You're laying in bed. You want to play your PS5 in your bedroom. Boom. You use your remote access app or your remote access. If it was a piece of hardware, yeah, it might cost a little bit. But the app itself shouldn't cost anything. That should be quality of life for buying into that platform. At this day and age where we're at, almost the mid 2020s, dude, it's crazy that they're trying to like sell this off as like a new age piece of technology. It's a remote access. That's been around forever now. It's crazy to me, and people are going to buy into it. Is what's really nuts. I just don't understand. I'm hoping that Xbox is actually going to be smarter with this. I couldn't believe that that's what all this was from Sony. It was really, really crazy to me. I think Xbox has more potential with a true handheld too, though. With all of their different services and things like that, I think Xbox would be much better getting away from traditional console hardware like they do now and moving more into something like what the Steam Deck is for their platform. Move into something like a mobile device that doubles like what the Steam Deck is, like what Switch is, stuff like, because their platform's built for it, dude. Subscription service, cloud gaming, make a handheld that can do all that stuff, but also is a traditional console, right? They're gonna have to change over their the physical media type and everything, but I think that's the way they need to go, to be honest. It fits their profile better. It fits their portfolio better than still doing this traditional hardware thing that they've been trying to compete with Sony for so long and everything. I don't see it working anymore. But I see like a handheld thing for Xbox being a much better thing for their brand. That's just me though. But this is gross. Yeah, exactly, Ferret. Yeah. Yeah. So to give you an idea, like this was the old Steam Link. If you guys never saw the old Steam Link, bro, how long ago did it? Let's go to the store. Steam Link. So it's an app now. It used to be hardware. Remote Play Anywhere. It's just part of their platform. It's free. You know what? It's like, why is this not something for other gaming platforms? It's free. It's an app. It used to be hardware back in the day before it was as easily made for like just as an application. They used to have a hardware. I still have a couple of them. And I bought them even back in the day whenever they were like kind of ramping down the hardware part and implementing the application version of it. I'll show you what it looks like. I bought a couple of these for like 10 to 15 bucks. Way back in the day. And they still run like champs, dude. These guys. These guys right here. You can see how big they are. They were really small. Oh yeah. I think I got a couple of them for like 10 bucks, dude. I have one that's boxed up in storage, and I have another because they work like champs, dude. They still work really well. They still update them and everything. They're great. They're basically just like little Raspberry Pi. I don't know if their internals are actually Raspberry Pi, but they're just real small form factor pieces of hardware. They've got 2 USB ports, AC power cable plug-in, Ethernet port, and a HDMI port. That's it. And basically all you do is like plug in a controller, remote play, man. Built-in Wi-Fi. You're right. Yep, there you go. Built-in Wi-Fi. They're really, really nice, dude. They're great. And like I said, I mean, that's what's crazy is like even back in the day, we were picking these up for like 10, 15 bucks, 5, 10, 15 bucks. You know, that was when they were phasing them out. But even if PlayStation even wanted to like make a hardware remote access that you needed to buy, because it's obviously that it can be done over app. You know, it's an app. It can be an application. It should be an application. Steam's been doing it as an app forever. They don't want to give their player base that. None of these console players do, right? They don't want to give their consumer base this accessibility, this quality of life. And if they did, they would make it hardware, right? They would make it hardware, and then they would charge probably an insane amount of money for it when it doesn't need to be. I can't remember if they do Bluetooth either, but they're a great little piece of hardware. And dude, I've had mine for probably 7 or 8 years, something like that. I don't remember when they phased them out. But it's just so stupid. This is the kind of stuff that I'm like trying to show people about how gross the console market is and how nice the PC market is. You know, all you have to do is be willing to, know a little bit about the PC side of things. Educate yourself, become familiar with the PC, and it's just a much smoother side of gaming, man. It's a much nicer, much more consumer friendly side of gaming. As consoles continue to just get worse and worse and worse about getting over on the consumer. It's really, really disgusting. And this is just another example. Project Q. This Project Q, all this is a remote access device. All you're going to be able to do is play whatever game you have started up on your PS5 on the same network. So around your house, basically. That's all this is. It's a controller with a screen on it. So you can go sit on the porcelain throne and play a PS5 game for, however long you're going to be taking a dump for or whatever. Some people will be like, oh, well, that's pretty cool. It's not going to be as cool as what you're going to be paying for it. When remote access has been something that's been around for so long. They're trying to make this seem like it's a new piece of technology. It's not, dude. This has been around forever. And again, PC side of things, This is something that Steam's been doing for a long time. Maybe not on a dedicated device, like a dedicated handheld device. You don't really need that. But I mean, Steam does have their own handheld, or not. Okay, this isn't even a dedicated handheld. This is a dedicated controller with a monitor screen on it for remote access. Steam has a dedicated true handheld device if you actually need it, but they also give you free remote access for whatever room you want to play your PC games in that your PC won't even that isn't in that room. So gross, dude. Several days ago, PlayStation announced 27 new games coming to the PS Plus catalog. I mean, is this bundle? Here's the thing. Cool. I guess this is a glass half full situation. If the PS5, this PS5 Plus edition is going to come out with, 24 months of I don't think a console should ever be sold without a couple of years at least of their subscription service. If they're going to make you buy into the subscription service to play online, I don't think the bundle should come without it ever. I don't care. I don't. I mean, that's just me though. Um, I guess at least PlayStation's trying to do this now. I guarantee you their new console that comes out in 3 to 4 years won't have this until about halfway through its life cycle. But at least this is something. Is it going to cost more? Probably not. I would hope not. But, console market's gross, dude.